TylerTV. Hey guys, TylerTV here, and today we are going to be this big topic. It's going to take up the whole episode. Yeah, I'm guessing. We're going to try to fit in 3 stories, but we will be talking about this thing. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. It's been gone for over 2 months now. And CNN has said that they found the final resting place of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. They will be releasing a submarine full of flowers and all the people who were on that ship. So, we will do Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. Then we will do Donald Sterling will fight the NBA if it forces him to sell the Los Angeles Clippers, his attorney told CNN on Thursday. And then Stone Woman Husband. I killed first wife. So, actually not that one. Did ocean device capture Malaysia Airlines Flight 370's end? It is a long shot, but an Australian university is studying records from an underwater... Wait. Oh. It is a long shot, but Australian university is studying records from underwater listening devices in an effort to help find the missing plane. One signal has been detected on several receivers that could be related to the crash, said Alec McKenna of Curtin University's Center of Marine Science and Technology, CMST. I think since Australia, all these different countries flown together to find one plane is magnificent. I never used the word magnificent. But, I mean, it is, and it should be given something. Like, they did this for us. They weren't missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. We were. And the point that they came in and said, we want to help you, is absolutely amazing. I see where Jesus was. And they have received pings from underwater black boxes, flight recorders, 4 unconfirmed signals were detected between the 6th and 8th of April, but after that time of the batteries, the beacons were believed to have become exhausted. The search continued in an area of the signals using a robotic submarine. Disappearance. The flight departed from Kuala Lumpur International Airport on March 8th, 2014 at 4:41 local time, which means it was 12:41 at night. Local time. It was scheduled to land at Beijing Capital Airport at 6:30, so 6 hours and 30 minutes on a plane. It climbed to assigned cruise altitude of 35,000 feet and was traveling at 471 knots. True airspeed when it ceased all communications to transponder signal was lost. The aircraft's last known position on March 8th at 1:21 local time was at the navigational waypoint in the Gulf of Thailand, at which the aircraft turned westwards, heading towards a waypoint called Vampi in the Strait of Malacca. Primarily radar tracking suggesting that aircraft descended as low as 12,000 feet. From there, the aircraft flew towards a waypoint called Gival, arriving at 2:15 local time, threaded to the southern Thailand islands of Phuket, and was last plotted heading northwest towards another waypoint called Igrex. The crew was successful to contact air control in Ho Chi City as the aircraft passed into Vietnamese airspace. Vietnam's airspace, just north of the point where contact was lost. The captain of another aircraft attempted to reach the crew of Flight 370 just after 1:30 a.m. using the international distress frequency to delay Vietnam's air traffic control's request for the crew to contact it. The captain said he was able to establish contact and just heard mumbling and static. Malaysia Airlines, Malaysia, issued a media statement at 7:24, 1 hour after the scheduled arrival of the flight at Beijing, starting that contact with the flight had been lost. Malaysia and the ATC at 2:40. Malaysia Airlines stated that government had initiated search and rescue operations. It later emerged that Sabang Air Traffic Control had lost contact with the aircraft at 1:22 and notified Malaysia Airlines at 2:40. Neither crew nor the aircraft's onboard communication systems relayed a distress signal, indications of bad weather or technical problems that the aircraft vanished from the radar scenes. So at 12:41 on the 8th of March, it was taking off from Kuala Lumpur, so KUL. And crew confirms altitude of 35,000 feet. Lost aircraft transmission received. Cruise conversion altitude of 35,000 feet. A second time. Last Malaysian voice contact. Last secondary radar contacts. Transport and ASB no longer operating. Voice contact. Another attempt by another aircraft. A request of Vietnam ATC. Mumbling and radio static. Heard no reply. Missed expect half hour a car's data transmission. Last primarily read. So yeah, there's that. 1:15 this morning, scheduled hourly ping and So they found Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 in the middle of the Indian Ocean. They found the final resting place of it. They just can't get to it. So, if any of you are families of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 and you're watching this video, I'm sorry, and trust me, I know what happened, and I know that our people did their absolute best to find your family, and I'm sorry that they couldn't, and yeah. It would have been awesome if they could, but the world isn't perfect. And I think you guys have known that by now. So, maybe we can get to this Robert Donald Sterling. World Cup security forces out drug gangs. We will be doing this. FIFA World Cup. World Cup security. Whoa. Don't want it. Alright. Okay. So. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Alright, and so World Cup security forces out drug gangs. Brazil cracks down on drug gangs in time for the World Cup, but is it enough? CNN's Shasta Darlington reports. So I'll put this on full volume and put it next to my mic.
Vibrating hips, children dancing in flip-flops, and the occasional assault rifle. Just another funk party in the lawless favelas on the outskirts of Rio de Janeiro. By day, even more brazen. There's selling drugs right here behind me on the corner in the middle of the community in broad daylight, while life really goes on around them. They're selling to housewives and workers and teenagers while kids walk home from school. The local dealers agree to talk to us while they carry on with business. Marijuana, an inhalant containing ether, hashish, cocaine, and for just $2, crack. This is the famous powder for 20 reais, he says, closing a deal. While buyers snort coke and lookouts stand guard, children play in the streets. Jorge says he's been dealing for 5 years. I was born in the middle of trafficking, he says. My childhood was trafficking, my adolescence was trafficking. I didn't see any other alternative. For decades, favelas were virtually abandoned by the state. Teeming shanty towns without sewage systems.
Okay, let me show you how important Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 is. This video. And this is 4 videos lined up next to each other. This one is 66 hours, 56 minutes and 40 seconds. 15 hours, 53 hours, 22 hours. Well, we'll go ahead and finish this video.
Hospitals. Neglected by police, warring drug gangs proliferated. If I told you I wasn't afraid of dying, it would be a lie, he says. If I told you I avoided it, it would also be a lie. I wouldn't be here trafficking if that were true. In 2008, Rio launched a pacification program to secure the city ahead of this year's World Cup and the 2016 Olympic Games. Police, backed by the army, have seized control of dozens of favelas, expelling drug gangs, most of them near the beach and tourist hotspots. But hundreds more haven't been touched at all. We found Wagner, a former trafficker, at a drug rehab shelter. My community lives in a constant war zone, he says. We make the headlines every day. He says he won't go home until the police occupy his slum as well. The pacification campaign does have its critics, who say more schools and job opportunities need to follow the tough knuckle tactics.
Well, that was the video apparently. Yeah.
People in favela.
So, let's do this. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like a lot of the videos I post, subscribe. Comment on what you think I should do next. I love hearing from you guys. And, yeah. If you enjoyed it, it would be much appreciated. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video and do all this stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next media update. Bye bye.